Okay, we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Chatting with Chell. I am your host, Chell. Today's topic is life, and boundaries. Your streamer, I don't know, because they be kind of moving slow over there, so I don't know. I do have my class for the month of June. It's a robot, but I'm gonna take a drink. Cheers to Happy Hump Day, Wednesday, middle of the week. Okay, I have a couple things to talk about. Um, Again, welcome. As I am in a book called Black Summers Growing Up in the Urban Outdoors. I am on page 70. Let me tell y'all. I think it's 77. Yeah, I am on page 77. It is 26 authors with essays. It's a really, really, really dope book. So if you get a chance, pick it up. This is my original copy, and then I have another copy that I was able to get the different authors of their stories to sign. So really dope. We had a book launch last Thursday. Really awesome. I got to meet some amazing people, read some amazing stories. Just be in the room. Sometimes for me, this is such a surreal moment because I am really in the room. As a matter of fact, let me check and make sure we're live on Facebook. Let's see. I should have did that before. I just want to make sure. My podcast is on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And yeah, it's okay. So we're live. It's on YouTube at Rain Shell 79, which I believe is my TikTok name also. And on Facebook, it is Rain Shell. So yeah, let's get into our Wednesday. The Black Summers book launch was nothing shy but amazing. Like, this is my first time ever being in a book, let alone being one of the I think they say I'm like an essay. My passage in the book is like an essay. Oh, and this is my warming blanket. YouTube and Facebook, you can't see it, but TikTok can. My sister brought me this blanket. Sorry, but if you haven't been here before, that's what it is. I am in my headquarters that I built in my basement. Just mental space, like you want to separate work from home. And so I built this little space for me, and I call it my headquarters. This is where I do all my stuff. On this wall over here, I have all my LLCs. Just, sometimes your environment helps. So back to the book launch. It was such a surreal moment. I thought I wasn't going to be nervous. And Mrs. Cooper, that is the author of the book, she When she got up, she said there was only going to be 4 people, and again, it's 26. So I'm like, oh, look at StreamYard. And yeah, I was one of the series. Um, it was just really dope being in the moment, being in the space, being with these amazing people, because some of them are already writers. They have books that have been published, New York bestsellers. There's one young lady, we have a park here called Belial, and she's on the board. I mean, it's just some amazing people, and just being in a room with them, feeling inclusive, is just top tier. It's just amazing. While celebrating these wins, life doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop. Uh, my daughter ended up getting a stomach bug, which has been going on. So she went to a fair with her little friends, her little crew of friends. They went to a fair, and I'm quite sure my baby had funnel cakes. She had all of the fair food, and now she has had a stomach bug. I think today is the first day that she's really eating. I cooked dinner, so I worked today, and then I got off work and I had to cook dinner. I had to do those things before I jumped on my podcast. And so as I'm building businesses, as I'm being in books, as I am planning events, as I'm doing all of the things, my child wakes up sick at 2:00 in the morning. That's the real entrepreneur. That entrepreneurship of being a mother, an aunt, whoever is helping take care of children, that's entrepreneur. There's no pay that comes with that. None. And then my son is home from college, and he likes to, he has a car now. I was able to gift him with a car. He been had a car, but now it's running. He's on the road. And now we have these young boys that decide they want to, I guess, vandalize and break into his car. And it's just like, I mean, what are we doing here? Like, do anybody know I have so much other stuff going on to be worried about somebody's breaking into my baby's car? Like, that's in front of the house. And out of all of the cars, like, there's multiple cars, but you're just choosing his. Let's take another sip. So with that being said, I had to get his remote starter replaced. I had to buy an alarm. I had to do all of the things. We have to do car shuffling to make sure this car is safe, because the plan is to get the car back to college. But if we have the gentleman that is walking down the street and riding bikes and have nothing else to do with their life but to break into my baby's car, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, and then so in the neighborhood, you have like the neighborhood app, you have the Ring. So I posted on there. The first post I posted, that was my alter ego. Her name is Rochelle. They denied that post. Yeah. They said, no, that one ain't gonna cut it. It wasn't nice. It was not nice. So I had to regroup, rewrite the post. And so the advice was, call the non-emergency line. I think I'll take another sip, because that got me nowhere. Nowhere. So as you see, I am a Navy veteran. So let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to strategize our next steps because I'm not playing with nobody's kids. None. I don't like playing with kids, and I don't like playing with adult kids either. So that takes me into the next part of the episode. Just because they return does not mean they belong. Nope, not at all. The space that I'm in, I am so big on protecting my peace, and that's by any means necessary. Any means necessary. If I have to block you, if I have to just cut communication off, like you have no access, you will not come into my space and be distracting. You will not be toxic. You will not be insecure, because if I don't give these things out, then it is not fair for you to come into my space and try to put them on me. You're not going to put anything anything. I don't do any of that. And it's so funny of how the most toxic people will have the audacity to say that you're toxic. You're toxic because you won't allow them to disturb your peace. Well, be toxic, baby. Okay? Be toxic, because you do not have to allow anyone in your space that's going to disrupt your peace at all. And that means setting emotional boundaries. That means anything that is triggering to your growth, old relationships, if it's friends, if it is ex-lovers. No. And you have to think about it. Why do successful women attract old energy? Because a lot of times, men, women, because, there's the LGBTQ, they want to come around because, oh, you're doing so good. I need to come over here and get some peace. No, you don't. No, you don't. How about you do good by yourself before you come over here thinking that I'm going to ooze out on you? I seen a clip from a podcast the other day, and a gentleman told the female that you should be my peace. So when I'm having a rough day, basically I can come and dump on you and you fill me up. You sound crazy as hell in today's society. Why would we as women allow you to come and emotionally dump on us? And now we're going to carry your shit, and then you're walking around, yeah, shit, I dumped that on her. She could figure that out. Get a life. Okay? Go pay for one. Go do something. But as for over here in my space, no. We're we're not gonna do that. And again, some people don't miss you. They just miss having access to you. They don't care about your want. They don't care about. They just want to be included. For what? For what? What do you bring over here? Because back to that podcast, if I am going to bring you peace, what are you bringing me? Just hell? Just raising hell. And then I supposed to be your peace. Oh, and I have new glasses. So I'm still getting, if y'all see me touch them, I'm still getting used to them. Then, so let's just blow that off, because I feel like that don't even need, that was enough. Those were enough minutes that I spent on toxic people. Juneteenth is coming up. And again, I have another spotlight. I am speaking at the Wicked Storytellers event at the Charles H. Wright Museum. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. So again, when you have things that's coming and you're just in alignment, you always going to have detours that try to throw you off your square. They're going to try. They are going to try. yeah, no, 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 no. So this is an event again at the Charles H. Wright Museum. It's Black Voices. Um, this event is so like dope. Like, so that's my word. I love saying stuff is dope. I was at work today and I was talking about making buttercream, and I'm like, they sell the baker's lard. It looks like a brick. And so my supervisor like a brick. I'm like a brick of cocaine. She like a brick of what? But that is how it is packaged. Like that's how it's packaged. And this is one place that I go to buy my baking supplies. I'm also a certified baker. So, but when you buy this lard, it's not in a can. Like you think lard like Crisco in a can. It's not. It's like in a white bag. It's like a brick. It looks like a brick. So yeah. But yes, cyber I didn't get off because dope is my word. Like, yeah. So this event is like so dope. Is making history. It will be recorded. So, I am like kind of like going down in history, and I'm really, really dope. I mean, I'm really, really excited about that. Um, and then I also wanted to let y'all know. So, oh, really quick, on my Wednesdays that I'm by myself, they're usually only going to be like a half an hour, if a half an hour. I might not even make it that long. I just kind of go over things, that I want to talk about, all things investing. Because I am an investor of things that make sense. And that is with my time, that is with my finances, with my children, with myself, with my relationships, with my God. So I am an investor at heart. So yeah, it's all things investing. Um, but I am really, really, really excited about this also. So on June 17th, I am having a guest. My hearing just stuck up. I will be having a guest, and um, yeah, it is called that episode is gonna be called "Paid to Be Desired." Um, there's a special guest. This will be a male guest because I also let you all know at the beginning of the year that I am going to have guests every month because I cut it back. I was doing it. So I went live on my birthday, November 9th of 2025. And I was doing it every Sunday. But again, I have a lot of things going on. So that was becoming a little bit overwhelming. So I had to like restructure it. Like, okay, well, what am I going to do? And I'm like, you know what? For the new year, for 2026, I'm only going to do 2 Wednesdays a month. One Wednesday will be by myself. And the second Wednesday, I will have a guest. And so I have really talked this person into coming on my podcast. And I'm like really excited. Um, And so, yes. So I don't want to give you I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. But yes, I am so excited. And like I said, it is a meal, and the topic is paid to be desired. So we're gonna go from questions. We're gonna go to his stories that he want to share with us. And it's gonna just be open door policy, no judgment. So if you are a judgmental person, please don't even come. But if you want to have fun, if you want to listen, if you want to laugh, you want to hear the stories, you are more than welcome. My podcast is always a no judgment zone. And I really look forward to having guests. So yeah. And so I am about to wrap this up. Like I said, this podcast on Wednesdays when it's just with me is not long. I do have spaces where people can interact and leave questions and things like that. Uh, but never seen over here. I don't really see any on TikTok. I don't see any on StreamYard. So yeah. So that in person work today. But show must go on. Now always make sure that I'm coming unless something's going on. And then my final thought for today is life doesn't pause because you're building something meaningful. Kids may get sick, cars may get broken into, old people may try to resurface, yet somehow make sure you keep showing up for yourself. Because showing up for yourself is investing in yourself, investing in your time and in your craft. So things are going to come to try to distract you, detour you. You just stay grounded, you stay focused, because you have an end goal. And if you don't have an end goal, make your end goal. And now, mind you, your end goal can just be a 30-day goal, a 60-day goal, a 90-day goal, a quarterly goal. But don't give up. Don't let things distract you. So, yes. So that is the end of my podcast for June 3rd of 2026. Thank y'all for watching. And again, make sure you go get the book. Black Summers, Growing Up in the Urban Outdoors. It is now for purchase. You can Google it. It is through the Wayne State Press. By Miss Desiree Cooper. I don't know. Yeah, I think Facebook can see it. So yes. And again, thank you for being here with me. I'll see you all later. Bye. Bye, TikTok. And bye, Facebook and YouTube. See you later.